Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance, and you are looking at an M53 stroke M55, and this one is being commanded by ShornOne, and he's on the north spawn of Murovanka, and battle's about to commence. Now actually this is an M55, and the reason I can tell you that is because it's a big fat barrel. That's the 8-inch howitzer, and it's got a mark of excellence, so he's obviously quite practiced with this. Now he's headed west from the start. He's off to the trees with the other Arty on his team, the M12. And that M12 is staying to use that dip with the trees in it for protection. But ShornOne is going over to these bushes, right at the edge of the map. In fact, actually he's moving up a little bit further than that, and he's set up position, and he's now looking for a target, and he's seen a target, T25-2, and somebody's requesting fire on that target, and it's been tracked. Round out, and he kills it, one shot, 259 hit points. That's a brilliant start to the battle. First kill to the Arty. He's moved position, only a little bit, waiting for the reload to go in. He's using Coca-Cola, a grated Coca-Cola, speeds up the reload no end, and also the aiming. I use it on quite a few of my Arty, and you'd be surprised at the increase in firepower from having a premium consumable. Okay, he's got an Oni, rounds out, direct hit, 133 hit, 369 to the Oni, but he also did an additional 133 to the Chi-Ri, which was nearby with Splash, and he's picking up some stun assist as well. And what's more amazing is that those enemy are quite some distance away. They're actually towards the south part of the rise. He's still got those 3 targets to fire at though, and they're still receiving fire. But is he going to go back to them? Yes, he is. I think he likes that Tiger 1 as his next target. Round out, and he kills the Chi-Ri and severely damages the Tiger. 492 hit points on the Tiger, 294 on the Chi-Ri, and he kills it. Okay, T49's made it up to the back of the map, and there's a huge number of campers sitting right at the very back, doing absolutely nothing in this battle. They should be absolutely in disgrace at this moment. They should be ashamed of themselves. That T49 is right at the back, and it's been joined by a T34-3. So there's 2 enemy tanks in close proximity. Rounds out. Oh, overshot. It overshot. Okay, he's going to have to move. Because he's in the open, it's going to be much easier to see his tracer. Now he's actually leaving it to those tanks that are camping at the back to do something about the T34-3. It's almost reloaded. Looks like he's going to go for the Conqueror. Or is he? Lining up the shot, trying to get it right. Rounds out. It splashes in front of the Conqueror. That's unfortunate. There's relatively few tanks actually engaging the enemies on the front. A T-20-16-4, an E-75, and a few other tanks behind them. But they're the ones who are actually carrying the battle, whilst these campers sit at the back doing absolutely nothing except defending themselves. He's almost loaded, rounds out. And this time he gets a hit and destroys the T-34-3. And that camping Tiger P was finally taken out of the game. Let's hope he doesn't come back to any other game as well for quite some time. Okay, T49 making a dash, and he's killed. He's taken out by the Scorpion G, who's also camping at the back. And it's also a Yak Tiger 88. Now, why these tanks are sitting as far back as they are, I really do not understand. Anyway, ShornOne is almost reloaded. He's trying to pick a right target. He didn't go for that one because he would have hit a teammate, and he overshot on the Pershing. I think that's because it was hastily aimed. But he's relocating and reloading. Yes, he would have hit the T-34 lightweight if he had actually gone for that TD, the STRV-S1. He's now going to target a Rheinmetall Borsig, but it's gone missing. It's unspotted. And they've lost the T-54 lightweight. That's unfortunate. You can still see the Pershing. Let's get it just right. Ground out. Oh, no, it fell short. And he's backing up now. He needs to consider going into those bushes, give him some extra protection, because there's basically nothing between him and that Pershing. Yep, all of the forward tanks have been killed, and it's just basically the campers at the back and the Arty who are still left alive. There's 4 tanks versus 6. So I don't know how this one's going to end, because now I don't know what happened there. I think he actually just reloaded and he accidentally fired the round. Still got 3 kills. Now the Scorpion is requesting fire on the Jagdpanther. How ridiculous is that? The Scorpion, one of the most powerful guns in the game, one of the most accurate guns, and he's requesting fire from Arty on a tank destroyer. He could easily kill himself, and that Jagdpanther is taken out by ShornOne. So he's got 4 kills now. But unfortunately, he was spotted, and an Arty round was fired in at him from the GW Panther. Now he's moved into the bushes, but he is still stunned. He might want to relocate. That Scorpion finally decided he can come up ahead of the Arty. What a surprise! Now that Pershing has come to the left. Yes, he's spotted it. Pershing's moved up. Somebody's requesting fire on the Pershing. Yes, it's the Jagdtiger. He's hiding behind that building, but it won't protect him from an 8-inch shell, and he's wiped out. 127 hit points. And the Scorpion is receiving Arty rounds now as well. In fact, the enemy Arty seems to be focusing on him. Probably because he was the only tank that the Pershing could see. But the Scorpion's moving ahead, actually going to do some spotting for a change. Meanwhile, the Jagdtiger's still camping at the back with the Arty. Now, it might not be a bad thing, you might think, in some ways, because at least he's there to protect the Arty, but the fact of the matter is, in this battle, it's important for the TDs to move ahead so they can spot the targets for the Arty and allow the Arty to do their job and take out the enemy. The scores have been fairly equalised now. It's 4-all, 2 Arty on both sides, but there's 2 TDs on ShornOne's side, and there's a Conqueror and a Borsig on the other. Now I think the enemy is probably going to be taking the battle to our team, because our team is actually being, or ShornOne's team is being very defensive. So they're going to, obviously the enemy's going to push. Right, the enemy has pushed and it's come around from the east side, and the Conqueror's on the rear, on the far wall of the back of the map. Okay, ShornOne's lining up around on the Conqueror, and he gets a good hit. 329 hit points, and he's relocating immediately to prevent a counter battery. Unfortunately, we've lost the Jagdtiger in the meanwhile, but the Conqueror has taken another hit, so he did pick up some stun assist. Right, loaded. Fires around in where the Conqueror was last seen. He's only got 7 rounds left. Not sure that was wise, actually. But he's moving ahead. He's actually going to go on the offensive, even though the enemy's got an advantage in numbers. The fact of the matter is that the M55 is actually fairly good at shotgunning. This is due to the fact that it's got a traversing turret. It's also got a fair bit of speed compared to some of the other Artys. Now, so long as he can avoid knocking anything down or alert people that he's there, he can move into the enemy area, find the enemy Arty, take them out. Once he's got them, he can lie in wait for the enemy tanks to come back and then take them out. And Scorpion's decided to come down and join him. And ShornOne is aiming back at his own cap. He's not going to go after the Arty after all. He is aiming back because he's hoping that the Conqueror is going to make another thrust to try and get that M12 that hit him. And at this time, ShornOne will be able to hit the Conqueror from a different angle. The GW Panther has been seen and taken out by the Scorpion G. But no sign of the Conqueror yet. Ah! We've seen the enemy M55-53. Okay, ShornOne is zooming in. He's indicating his target. Getting a nice tight reticule. Round out. And he wipes it out. 455 hit points. Good clean kill. The Conqueror, in the meantime, though, has found and killed the M12. And since there is a cap underway, we can only assume that the Borsig is in the cap whilst the Conqueror is outside the camp hunting the enemy Arty. But of course the enemy Arty is down the other end of the map. So Scorpion is heading up the map to look for the to spot the map, to find out where in the cap the Borsig is. There's only one in the cap, so it must be the Borsig. And of course that Conqueror is going to have a hell of a time trying to look for the Arty if he can't find him, if he's not there. At the moment that Scorpion, oh, that may have been a mistake. Oh! And he fired where he thought the Borsig was, and it was there. So that's a brilliant shot. That's really, really helped. I haven't seen that done before, but he did actually aim specifically for the bushes, the highest concentration of bushes, thinking that that's where the Borsig would be. And he's relocating again on the premise that the enemy Conqueror is going to be headed south along the one line, looking for the Arty gone missing. Because he knew that Arty was in the corner because he felt ShornOne's shells. They've got 1 minute 59 still to go, so they're going to have to either cap right now or find and kill the Conqueror. Now the Conqueror's been found. Scorpion's found him, can aim and kill him. That Scorpion's got to stay out of the reach of the Conqueror and just let ShornOne do the killing if the Conqueror comes into range, comes into view. He is about to now round out, and he kills him, and that's the end of the battle. They've won, and that's his 8th kill. ShornOne's actually got a Radley Waters. Yes, it's a first-class tanker for ShornOne in the M53, M55. He also picks up a Bruiser medal for scoring at least 5 critical hits, module damages or crew incapacitations. He gets a Radley Waters because with that last shot he got 8 kills, and he also picked up a Top Gun because he got at least 6 kills. If we look at the team scores, we can see that he came top on damage with 3,573 hit points. Not the highest score. The highest amount of damage actually went to the Conqueror on the enemy team. And he picked up the high caliber at 3,606 hit points. But ShornOne picked up the highest number of kills at 8. He also picked up the second highest score in base XP of 1,050. He fired 16 rounds, 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, 9 splash damage, damage of 3,573 hit points, of which 3,476 was more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit as a result of splash damage from the GW Panther. He damaged 10 enemy vehicles, killed 8 of them. He also did stun assist damage of 609 hit points and caused 7 stuns. He defended 27 capture points, but he managed to obtain 27 capture points, and he defended 54 defense points. He, on a premium count, he earned 45,032 credits, and after repairs to his vehicle and the ammunition resupply, he walked away with 14,284 credits. He received 1,575 experience points, but times 2 for the first victory of the day, and he walks away with 3,150 experience points in total. So well done, ShornOne. Very nice to see a M55 getting a Radley Waters medal, so nice one for that. Thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, because it really helps the members, and hopefully I'll see you in the next replay.